When I was 16, I was a Christian conservative magician. I had a dream, no joke, I had a dream of possibly going someday to Las Vegas to be the voice that was missing from Las Vegas as a conservative magician, which wasn't very popular at the time in 1989. Around that time, I would go to these camps. This is a two-part story. And these summer camps is where a lot of my loss of God happened. These were Christian conservative camps at the Oakland Christian Conference Center in Southern California. And I remember one of the most impactful things that happened to me was at night, you would get in your bunk and you'd have a prayer circle. And you would sit with, they would always have this rule, which is no purple, which was, some of you know, girls are red and boys are blue, no purple. And then they'd said, all right, any questions? And I said, what about dark blue? And they said, what's that? And I said, blue on blue. You think you're so funny. You think you're so funny. But I remember it was kind of a sentimental time sitting in these circles. And I remember this guy, Kevin, who was my counselor in my group of 4 or 5 guys. We'd sit in this circle, and you would share something you did that was bad to get it off your chest. And he would try and teach you. He'd say, Derrick, when we hold these burdens in, it buries us and it makes us heavy. And the only way to get rid of these sinful burdens is to release them to your fellow brothers and share them in a safe place. And so we'd go in a circle and we would share something awful, awful that we did that summer. And it wasn't one-upsmanship. It was more, I don't know how to do this. And I remember the first guy, Jeff, would say, I remember him saying his sin was that he didn't like reading the Bible. And then Kevin said, would you like to apologize to God for that? And he goes, no. He just didn't like reading. He just didn't like reading books. He's kind of a tough guy. And there was another guy that confessed to having sex with someone, and there a lot of tears sometimes fell, and then it came to me, and they said, Derrick, do you have any sins? And I said, well, a couple. I have a couple sins. 3, actually. One is that I bought an RC car magazine because of the bikini model holding the controller, and I masturbated to that this summer. And I pretended that I was into RC cars, but I don't have one. RC car is a remote control car that you control, and then it moves around with a battery pack. I did not have one, but I had a magazine. Had that magazine. The second thing, my second sin was that I told them that a girl in our youth group, her and I had gone back, went back to Destiny's house. Her name is Destiny. Her sister was Chastity. And I went back to her house and we kissed and I licked her boob. And I remember Greg said, you licked Destiny's boobs? And I said, no, Greg, I licked her boob. Like I hadn't gone all the way. And the third sin was that I told them that I had taken a Ziploc baggie and I put Vaseline in it. And I had put it between 2 couch cushions. And I made love to the couch cushions when my parents were gone. And I did it with lust in my heart. And they laughed at me. No one prayed for me. They just fucking laughed at me. And I remember Greg saying, oh my God, he didn't say fuck, he said, you screw furniture, dude. You screw furniture. And I thought there'd be this consoling feeling for your sins sliding away, but no. Not at all. But here's the truth is that yes, I was humiliated, and yes, I left the church after that. But it felt better. I'll tell you that much, it felt better.